Good morning to everyone, student. So today let's have the revision of chapter number 7. Okay, after the revision of chapter number 7, we will have the chapter number 8. So dear student, in the previous video we had done the chapter number 6, square and square roots revision. Hope you people understood. Already myself explained on the board through the videos. After that, pre-midterm exams is being held, and after pre-midterm exam the revision of that particular chapter number 6 and 7 we are going to have. After the completion of this two chapter as a revision, we are going to have the chapter number 8. Clear? And your midterm syllabus will be from chapter 1 to 8. So only one chapter is left for the completion of your midterm syllabus. Clear? So here let's have the revision of chapter number 7. This two chapter 6 and 7 is very important. That's why we are having a revision for this chapter before starting chapter number 8. So here chapter number 7, cube and cube roots. As we have seen the definitions of a square and the square root, in the same way we are going to see the definition of cube and cube roots as well as the what is a perfect cube. So here is the definition of a cube. Numbers. So numbers obtained when a number is multiplied by itself 3 times are called cube numbers. It means that when any number is going to be multiplied 3 times, it is said that it is a cube numbers. So 3 into 3 is 9, 9 into 3 is 27. So we can say that 27 is being written as 3 into 3 into 3, where 3 is the cube root of 27. Clear? Not cube root, cube number. Now next we are moving towards the perfect cube. If in the prime factorization of any number each factors appears 3 times, then the number is perfect cube. Each factors appears 3 times. That means as we are going to study about the cube, it means that every number should be appears 3 times as a factors. Then only that number is said to be a perfect cube. Clear? Then moving toward the exercise. And what is about a cube root? Cube root, that means a number which is being having the factors of 3. This is the notation of cube root. What is the notation of a cube root? A 3 is being written inside the cube. So 3 into 3 into 3. What is the factors? We are having the making the pair of the 3 numbers. Out of the 3 numbers, one pair will come outside, isn't it? So this can be written as 3 cube root of 3 to the power 3. So 3 will get cancelled, only 3 will be left out. So what is the factor of 27 is cube root of 27 is 3 itself. Clear? So here we are going to see the exercise 7.1. Exercise 7.1. Which of the following numbers are not a perfect cube? Not a perfect cube, that means we have to find it whether 216,000, 100, 46,656 and 128 is a perfect cube or not. So in order to find whether this is a perfect cube or not, what we are going to do? Obviously we are going to find the factors of that particular numbers, isn't it? So here the factors is being found. So 216, everybody know how to find the factors. It goes in the table of 2. How many times it goes? 108 times. Okay, then table of 2, again how many times this 108 goes? It goes 54 times. Then 54 goes in the table of 2 how many times? 27. 27 goes again in the table of 3. Okay, so how many times it goes? 9 times. Then 9 again in the table of 3 and 3. So what are the factors of this numbers are? So factors, as it is said about the perfect cube, so what is the factors of 216 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. So these are the factors, pairs of the three numbers we are having. Hence we can say that the number is a perfect cube. Perfect cube number. 216 is a perfect cube number. As we know that the factors is having the triplets, isn't it? 2 is also having a triplets and 3 is also having a triplets, isn't it? Triplets factors. Hence each pair appears how many times? 3 times, which is the multiple of a 3. Hence we can say that 216 is a perfect cube. Moving towards the second part of the question, that is 128. while finding the factors of 128, we can see that the factors everybody know how to find it, isn't it? While finding the factors of 128, we can see that what are the factors we had find it. So these are the triple 2 into again triple 2 and the last 2. This 2 does not have any pair, isn't it? Hence we can say if this does not have any pair or triplets pairs of 2, we can say that 128 it's not a perfect cube. Understood? If any number does not have any pair, that means it is not a perfect cube. In the same way as we did in the chapter number 6, that is square and square root, in the same way. So here each prime factor is not pairing as many times as a perfect multiples of 3. 1, 2 is remaining after the grouping the triplets of 2. Hence 128 is not a perfect cube. What I told you, कोई भी नंबर का अगर 3 पेयर नहीं बनता है ना, चाहे कोई भी नंबर हो, उसके फैक्टर्स निकालने के बाद अगर 3 का पेयर नहीं बनता है तो वो जो नंबर होगा, जो क्वेश्चन में जो नंबर दिया है, जैसे यहाँ पर 128 है, 128 का फैक्टर निकालने पर हमने देखा कि 2 का पेयर नहीं बना है, लास्ट वाले 2 का, तो हम ये बोल सकते हैं कि 128 जो है वो परफेक्ट क्यूब नहीं है. क्लियर? मूविंग टुवर्ड द नेक्स्ट. Again we can see that 1000 factors everybody know ना how to find out. Just you have to find out the factors मतलब वो जो नंबर है, जैसे 1000 है, वो 2 के टेबल में कितने बार आएगा. Number of times is being written in the second step. Okay, that 1000 comes in the table of 2 how many times? That is 500 times. In the same way 500 comes in the table of 2 how many times? 250. 250 comes in the table of 2 how many times? 125. 125 comes in the table of 5 how many times? 25. Why we had taken 5? Because 250 does not comes in the table of 3 as well as 4. That's why we had taken 5. Then 25 comes in the table of 5 how many times? 5 times. 5 comes in the table of 5 how many times? 1 time. Here we can say that 1000 is having the pairs, triplets pairs, isn't it? Hence we can say that 1000 has a perfect multiples of 3, hence 1000 is a perfect cube, we can say. Moving towards the fourth part of the question, 100. By seeing the number 100, as the number of 0 is only 2, how many zeros are there? 2 zeros are there in 100, so that 0 is an even number. Hence by the shortcut method we can say that 100 is not a perfect cube. Can find the factors and easily see, isn't it? So here we can say that 100 is not a perfect cube. One shortcut method is there, student, by seeing the number of zeros. Since here 3 zeros are there, how many zeros are there? 3 zeros. So 3 zeros, that means odd number of zeros are there, hence it is a perfect cube. When even number of zeros are there, it is not a perfect cube. Clear? So this is the shortcut method. Can do the fifth question also. All the factors is being find on the screen. It's a long factors, but at the last we can see that 46,656 is a perfect cube. Clear to everyone? Now moving toward the question number 2, we can say that see that find the smallest number by which each of the following number must be the multiplied to obtain a perfect cube. That means as we see in the chapter number 6, there also we had find out the same question, isn't it? A smallest number we have to find out. By multiplying that number we are going to obtain a perfect square in chapter number 6. So in the same way we have to find here the smallest number, and that smallest number must be multiplied with the given number to make it a perfect cube. And perfect cube, that means it should be have the triplets pair. Okay, so let's see the first question. So here we can see that 243 is there. So 243, first we are going to find its factors. So here 24 comes in the table of 3 how many times? 24, 8 times comes, 3 comes 1 time. Then again 3, here 6, that means 2 times, 21 7 times. Again 3, 9 times, again 3 times, again 3 1 time. Now we can see that the factors is, this is the 3 pairs of the numbers, but the last 2 3s does not have the pair. Is लास्ट वाले दो 3 का ट्रिपलेट्स पेयर बनाने के लिए एक और नंबर चाहिए, वो है 3. सो इट इज़ नॉट देयर, it is not present na. So we are going to first find the factors. So we can see that 243 having the factor 3 into 3 into 3 first pair, but the second pair is incompleted. Here no pair is there, isn't it? Hence we can say that pair नहीं रहेगा तो 243 is not a perfect cube. We can see that there is no pair of the 3, hence we can say that 243 is not a perfect cube. In order to make it a perfect cube, what we have to do is we have to multiply 3 on both sides. So 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, carry 1, 6, 7. So here we can say that, see that this number is having the pairs of the triplets. So hence we can say that 729 is a perfect cube and 3 is the smallest number by which 243 will be multiplied. Whatever the number is unpaired will be formed there. That number, जो numbers का unpair होगा वो number क्या है, एक perfect cube नहीं होगा. उसको perfect cube बनाने के लिए जिस नंबर का पेयर नहीं होता है उसी नंबर को हमको मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ता है. सो दैट नंबर इज़ द स्मॉलेस्ट नंबर. एज वी कैन सी दैट हियर 3 इज़ नॉट हैविंग द पेयर, isn't it? As 3 is not having the pair, hence we can say that 243 is not a perfect cube. In order to make it a perfect cube, what we are going to do? We are going to multiply 3 on both sides, isn't it? So while multiplying 3 on both sides, that means 243 will be multiplied with 3. You will get the required answer as 729, which is a perfect cube. Okay. Hence the smallest natural number by which 243 should be multiplied to make it a perfect cube is 3. Clear? Moving towards the second question, what we are having? 256. So here with the number is 256, we are going to find the factors of the number 256, isn't it? How to find the factors, everybody know? That is 256. So here we are going to do by the table of 2. So here 1, 2, 16, that means 8. Again 2, 6, 4, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1, 6, 16. Again 2, 8. And this 8 will be 2 into 2 into 2. 3 8 will be there. So what are the factors? 2, 4, 2. So these are the 3 2. These are the 3 2. And the last 2 does not have a pair, isn't it? Hence, if suppose they does not have a pair, that means 256 का factors निकालने के बाद हमने क्या देखा? 2 into 2 का pair नहीं है. As we are going to see a perfect cube, so it should be the pair of the 3 numbers, isn't it? Since here we can see that 256 is not a perfect cube because it factors last 2 does not have the pair, isn't it? So what we are going to do? We are going to multiply 2 on both the sides to make it a perfect cube, isn't it? To make 256 as a perfect cube, one more 2 is going to required, that will be going to multiplied on both sides. So 256 will be multiplied with 2 as well as the factors last pair will be going to multiplied with 2. So when 256 is going to multiplied with 2, you will get the required answer as 512. Okay, so 512 is a perfect cube. Clear, everyone? Moving towards the next third part of the question, we can see that here 72, isn't it? 72 we are having. So 72, what we are going to do first? We are going to find the factors of the number 72. So first we are going to find the factors of the number 72. Everybody know how to find the factors? So here 72 in the table of 2, how many times it goes? 3 times 6, 1 carries 36, isn't it? 2 again, here 1 time, the 16 it becomes, 16 it will becomes in 8 times. Now again 2, 9 times. Now 3 and 3, isn't it? Now you can see that the factors of 72 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. While seeing the factors, we can see that this 3 does not have the pair of triplets. Triplets means a cube. 3 का पेयर होना चाहिए, है ना. तो 3 का पेयर होने के लिए 3 का पेयर नहीं है. If 3 does not have a pair, hence we can say that 72 is not a perfect cube. Why it is not a perfect cube? It is not a perfect cube because the last 3 does not have a pair. Okay, so in order to make it a perfect cube, what we are going to do? We are going to multiply it by 3. In order to multiply it by 3, what we are going to do? We are going to multiply 3 on both the side. So 72 into 3 is equals to 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. So 3 2s are 6, 3 7s are 21. Now we can say that 216 have the factors 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. The factors having the complete pair of the 3 numbers, hence we can see that 216 is a perfect cube. Okay, why it is a perfect cube? Because it's have the pair of the 3 numbers, or we can say that perfect multiples of 3. That's why. Now since in the question it is asked that what is the smallest natural number which will be multiplied with 72 to make it a perfect square. So that natural number is, which is the smallest natural number, is 3, because 3 is the smallest natural number which will be going to multiply it with 72 to make it a perfect cube. So when 3 will be multiplied with 72, the number will be 216. And what is the factors of 216 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. So 216 is having the perfect multiples of 2 and 3, isn't it? That's why we can say that 216 is a perfect cube. Clear everyone? Dear student, these questions I had already explained you many times, isn't it? So since it's a revision, we are not going to do each and every question. So let's have the last 5th part of the question as an explanation. So as we can see that 100 is the number. Let's have the factors of 100. So here 2, 5, 0, then again 2, 25, then 25 comes in the table of 5, 5 times, 5 comes in the table of 5 one time. Here we can say that, see that the number 2 and 5 both does not have the pair of 3. 3 नंबर का पेयर होना चाहिए ना, तो यहाँ पर 2 और 5 दोनों का ही पेयर नहीं है. Hence we can say that 100 is not a perfect cube. In order to make it a perfect cube, what we have to do? We have to multiply both the side by 2 and 5. By 2 and 5. Now you will ask me, teacher, अभी तक हमने एक एक नंबर को मल्टीप्लाई किया, अब यहाँ 2 नंबर को मल्टीप्लाई क्यों करेंगे? इट इज़ बिकॉज स्टूडेंट 100 whose factors are 2 into 2. अब इसको फैक्टर्स परफेक्ट फैक्टर बनाने के लिए है एक और 2 की ज़रूरत पड़ेगा. देन 5 into 5, एंड टू मेक इट अ परफेक्ट पेयर you have to make it multiply by 5. So 2 into 5 will be multiplied over there. That's why we can say that 2 factors of 100 is 2 into 2 into 5 into 5. Hence it does not have the complete pair of the number 2 and 5. Therefore we can say that 100 is not a perfect cube. In order to make it a perfect cube, what we have to do? In order to make it a perfect cube, the smallest natural number 2 and 5 will be multiplied on both the side to make it a perfect cube, like this. Okay, so here 2 5s is 10. 10 into 100 is 1000. So what are the factors of 1000 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5 into 5. So as we can see that the pair is there. Hence the smallest natural number by which 100 should be multiplied to make it a perfect cube is 2 into 10. 2 into 5 is 100. So here explanation of the question number 2 is over. Hope you people understood the explanation. If any doubt is there, student can ask me. Clear? So for today, thank you everyone. All the best. Try to make the notes because in the before midterm exam we will ask your copies for the checking.